Lifers and loved ones, welcome back to the channel once again. This is Biz Lifestyle, and as always, plans being laid, no games being played, money being made and bills being paid. The love is real, the energy is high. I'm going there on this one. I hope I don't lose anyone, but I'm going there. And this word is not just for you, it's for me, and it's not just for me, it's for you. All right, I gotta keep it real. Just stay with me. The dangers of I don't feel like it. We gonna talk about it today. The dangers of I don't feel like it. Okay. It's been a secret weapon for me as of late. And when I say as of late, I mean like over the last few years type of deal. At some point in time, I came to the conclusion that you don't have to feel like doing something to do it. Not at all. It's dangerous to wait, look, seek for times when you feel like doing something. Like, feel like it is only for the things in our lives that we find enjoyable, pleasant, pleasure, like fun. But other than that, when you're looking to be dutiful, and I want so much to be dutiful. Like, I love a good finish line, y'all. And at some point in time, I'm going to expound on that as well. But I love a finish line. Setting goals for me and achieving them releases endorphins for me. Like, it does something for me and does something to me that I cannot explain. It's just a feeling that I enjoy, and I'm always seeking it. I want to finish what I start. I want to be a solid individual. I want to be someone who shows up when they need to show up. You cannot be successful if you don't show up, and you're not gonna always feel like it. Like, to me, that's a part of the definition of being like a productive adult, is like having to do things that you don't always feel like. All right. A part of believing and being in relationship with God and being a servant and being a child and being obedient. He don't care if you feel. He don't have nothing to do with that, bro. You won't have to feel like it to execute and to walk it out. You just have to know what needs to be done. Be willing to be honest with yourself, like be realistic about the situation, know what your goals are, and take action on it. You know, if you wait until you feel like doing things, you just drastically decrease the likelihood that you'll actually get something completed. And that's just what it is. Sometimes things are uncomfortable. Sometimes things hurt. You know, when you lift, I use the gym as an analogy a lot because it makes so much sense. When you lift, you feel that squeeze, you feel that pump, you feel that blood flow, like that's tender, that soreness, that pressure that you feel. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel good. And when you're sore a day and a half later, for me, it usually takes about a day and a half. When you sore a day and a half, like, that's not the best feeling in the world, but you understand it. You know exactly what it is. You know why. You know what you did. And as long as you didn't tweak something, yank something, pull something, you know you're going to be okay. Little DOMs, just, little lactic acid. We're going to be fine. Roll it out. Take a couple of Tylenol or something. You're going to drink water. Drink water. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? I'm silly. But you know what time it is, and you know why you're sore, but you need that. That sort, like, sometimes that soreness lets you know, like, okay, we did something. You know what I mean? Maybe we increased the weight. Maybe we went to failure on those reps. Maybe we, we pushed ourselves. We jumped up a few pounds on that exercise. So it's like, that's necessary. And I'm learning too that our greatness is in those places where we don't want to go sometimes. That's where your greatness is. That's where your next level is. That's where your next gear is, in those dark places that people don't like to go, that don't always feel good. That's where your healing is. That's where your growth is. I'm done with that. And I want us to all elevate and continue to make progress and move forward. It's dangerous to wait until you feel like it. To me, that's not logic, for real. That's feelings. And we are learning more and more, we can't just allow only our feelings to drive the things that we do or don't do. And that's just what I want to talk about. As always, speak your piece in the comment section. Speak your truth. Let me know that I ain't the only one that feels this way. You understand? And let me know where you're at with it. As always, you can also drop a line, you know what I mean? askbizlifestyle@gmail.com. That is askbizlifestyle@gmail.com. But that's what I wanted to jump in front of the camera today and share. There's going to be situations in life. It happens all the time. You know, we got responsibilities. We got errands. We have business we have to conduct. We got payments we got to make. We got places we got to see. You know what I mean? We got to kiss some hands and shake some babies from time to time. And you don't always feel like doing it. But that's where we're able to do the things that we want to do. It's like sometimes you got to do the things that you don't necessarily feel like so that you can get to the places that you really want. And one of the ways that I'm making myself psychologically stronger and making myself mentally fitter is by pushing through. Even when it's little things like taking the trash out in the house or running an errand or cleaning, when my body tries to send me that signal that I don't feel like it, that's when I'm like, nah, B, we gotta jump up. Like we gotta do that. And it's like the more you retrain your brain to do that, the more it becomes second nature to do things more in a timely fashion and less when you feel like it. And it's also, like I said, not from a place of judgment, but it's kind of becoming a pet peeve of mine, depending on what the situation is, when something doesn't happen that could have happened because somebody didn't feel like it. And I hit myself over the head about that too, like, you know, because obviously I'm not perfect, like I'm still growing about it, but I'm very much aware of it. And because I'm aware of it and I'm taking ownership of it, I'm better in a position to do something about it. So I just wanted to share that, because I'm finding that it becomes a superpower. I'm able to mentally prepare myself and will myself through situations that I don't necessarily feel like, because I understand a feeling is just like an alert or informational, like how when you get a text message or you get an email and your phone goes off, the feeling doesn't determine whether something has to be done or not. It has nothing to do with it. You still go ahead and handle that business, walk that out, get it out of the way so we can move on to the next thing. And like I said, the more you push through that and the more you recognize it within yourself that you may have a habit, you know, of being like that. You may have a habit of procrastinating a little bit. Again, I've been guilty of that. I didn't come here to front for y'all. This ain't necessarily pretty. Like, it ain't about perfection. It's about progress. And I just want to speak my truth and share it. You know what I mean? It's this about us. And it's like, I've been guilty of that in the past, like, but it's just an alert system. It doesn't have to drive what you're going to ultimately end up doing. And the more I accept that challenge and I push through it, like I said, it's made me fitter mentally. It's made me stronger. You know what I mean? It's made me more and more responsible, more aware. And it's made me more task oriented. And it's made me take advantage of the time better. I take advantage of time better because I'm not putting things off. I'm not pushing things off to the side as much that I could get done now. Because tomorrow doesn't always come. Tomorrow doesn't always come. And I feel like, you know, luck is just, you know what I mean, preparation and a readiness to take action. You know what I mean? It's when preparation and opportunity meet. That's what creates your luck. To me, that's how you manifest. That's how you attain the things in life that you want. And you got to own that and you got to walk in it. Yes, I do believe in luck. Like, I get it. Like, I understand what we say when we mean lucky. You know what I mean? But I really want to be more fortunate than anything. And I'm definitely blessed. We are definitely blessed. All of us. Blessed beyond measure. But in order to, you know what I mean, be able to strike while the iron is hot, and when that opportunity presents itself, you're ready to take advantage to the fullest of your potential, you have to be of a mindset and an understanding that you got to be ready to do things whether you feel like it or not. Well, I don't always feel like going into the office, but I feel like getting a direct deposit. I feel like electricity when I flip that switch. I feel like being able to operate my vehicle, okay? So you make sacrifices, and that's really what it comes down to. Is sacrifice, you know, being disciplined. And like I said, I like to have a good time. You know what I mean? I'm in a place where I have this platform and I'm able to create, and I'm finding so much joy in that. But being a content creator it can be a costly thing, you know. And you have to invest in your channel. You know what I mean? You want to start a business. You know, you have to invest in that. You got to make some sacrifices. You might have a goal financially. You know, you want to build a savings. You want to build a nest egg. You're building, you know, a fund so that you can be able to send your kids to school or put your kids through school. You know, you may want to purchase a new vehicle or do something nice for yourself, take a trip, whatever it is. Those are situations where it's like you got to make sacrifices in order to achieve those. And there's going to be times where there's things that are going to need to be done that you don't necessarily feel like, but you know that you have to do it. So try to treat everything like that. And like I said, even start with little things. Like I said, when it comes to like cleaning, little tasks around the house, you know, you see that trash piling up over there. I know you seen it. And I kind of talk to myself in my head. I'm like, B, let's go ahead and take that out. So I go ahead and do it. Drop that load in. You know, you see that hamper overflowing. You know you can't barely close that door. Go ahead and throw the load in. You'll feel a lot better. And that sense of accomplishment that I get, I found that in that. It's like I get it's a tiny little sense of accomplishment, but it does something for me mentally, and it makes me feel happy, and it lets me know that I'm kind of on the right track. And that also kind of falls in line with me making lists. I'm very big on lists. So pro tip, if you're not in the habit of doing that, make lists for yourself. If you're a classic man or woman like myself, you may, prefer to just write things down. But I also, in my phone, which a lot of us do, either in my calendar or even as a draft in a text message. When I have a list to do, if it's like a daily list and I don't need to save it or hang on to it, I'll just make a little list for myself in order of priority. These are things I need to get done. Some things are time sensitive. If they are, I may put a little asterisk or something next to it to remind me to let me know. But if it's not necessarily time sensitive, it may fall somewhere on the bottom of the list. But I'm very big on lists. And when I get to go in there and check those things off, it gives me a little sense of accomplishment. Meal prepper, cooking, cleaning, errands, some self-care and reflection. I got to do some editing. I got to do some brainstorming. I may have to take a meeting. I may have, responsibilities at the office, things I need to take care of there. And just errands, day-to-day things that we have to do, cleaning and such, working out. So I make lists for myself, and that's how I keep myself accountable. And I get a sense of like accomplishment, and it makes me grateful like that I was able to get those things done. And I know that I just set myself up for success. You know what I mean? I set myself up for success, and I think taking advantage of the time to the best of your ability puts you in a position to be able to do that. So take a few moments to yourself, you know what I mean, and reflect on that. And like I said, speak your piece in the comment section. Let me know. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's talk about it. Again, we build community. It's about us. So let me know if this makes sense, or if this is something that you could possibly do a little bit better about. But I feel like it can be low-key dangerous to wait until you feel like doing things, because to me, you're only going to feel like doing the things that you find fun or enjoyable, and not so much the responsibilities. But these are the things that allow us to do the things that we do actually like and feel like. So let's not be individuals that are in that danger zone of waiting until we feel like doing things. Let's not do that, because that may almost err on the side of counterproductive, if you will. As always, that completes the video. Love y'all. Enjoy y'all. I'm having a great time doing this. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. askbizlifestyle@gmail.com. As always, that is askbizlifestyle@gmail.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate you. And as always, till next time, I'll see you.